Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be showing how to use your Logitech G29 and G923 PS version and shifter on an Xbox Series X, and the same would apply for the Xbox Series S and Xbox One. Details are in the description below for all the items I'll be showing today. Now the Logitech G29 and G923 PS version racing wheels are only compatible with a PC and PlayStation. To play on an Xbox, you'll need the Logitech G920 or the G923 Xbox version. As these wheels can't be used on both a PlayStation and Xbox, it's one or the other depending on the wheel you get. Now here's where this racing wheel converter from Brook comes in handy. There's two versions of this adapter. The Ras1ution one, which supports PS3, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox 360, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, but not the PlayStation 5. Then there's the Ras1ution 2 that supports all the same consoles as the Ras1ution 1, but also supports PlayStation 5. Price wise, the latest converter is more expensive than the original one. It's not limited to just Logitech wheels, as other ones are supported too, and you'll find the compatibility list on their website. But for this video, I'm testing it on the G29 and G923 PS version. For me, it made sense to get the Ras1ution 2, as I'll be testing this with other wheels later on with both my PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Let's unbox this. In the packaging you get some stickers, a blue braided USB Type-C cable and the Ras1ution 2 converter. The converter is pretty small in size, has a Type-C connector at the top and two USB Type-A inputs at the bottom, with a screen, navigation buttons, together with a start button in the center. Now let's test this out. I've got my Logitech G29 and shifter set up on my sim cockpit from Track Racer. This is the TR8 and my TV is the LG OLED C1 with my Xbox Series X connected below that. Getting the converter connected is easy. Connect the Type-C cable to the converter and the other end goes to the Xbox, and plug the USB cable from the G29 into the USB port 1. Turn on your Xbox and press the start button on the converter. Select the platform, so in this case I'll pick Xbox One, and now on the G29 it's then connected to the Xbox. You can now use the D-pad to navigate around and the PlayStation buttons in the same way as you'd use the Xbox buttons. So let's start up Forza Horizon 5 and going into settings, difficulty, and we'll set shifting to manual with clutch. And now we can test this out. Let's check the shifting, and going through the gears, they all seem to be correct, allowing me to select the gears correctly. Onto the pedals, they seem to be working fine. And now finally the wheel. Force feedback is there and feels very similar in terms of performance from what you'd get on a PC or PlayStation. Not completely identical, but I didn't notice any lag. And generally the driving experience wasn't bad in any way. Even the paddle shifters worked. I've not changed any settings on the converter, but you can tweak things on it. For example, the force feedback, steering range, and dead zone. I've had to play around with these and they all work as expected. And you can make these changes on the converter while gaming without the need to restart anything. I've tested the converter on Forza Horizon 5, Dirt 5 and Assetto Corsa Competizione. And it works generally well, but at times it does feel like you're losing control and the car is slipping, a bit like driving on ice. I noticed this more on Forza Horizon 5 and a little bit on Dirt 5. But on Dirt 5, the force feedback wasn't great on default, and I had to increase this to maximum on the converter, and that improved things a bit. You can definitely feel the force feedback from the wheel while going around corners, and even knocks and bumps coming through to the wheel. Now let's flip over to the Logitech G923 PlayStation version, and again it feels identical to the G29 with no difference in performance. So instead of buying another wheel to allow you to play on the Xbox, you could just get this converter that will allow you to have one wheel which will enable you to play on a PC and both the PlayStation and Xbox. So there you go. I hope this video has helped anyone trying to get their G29 or G923 PlayStation wheel working on an Xbox. Details are in the description below for all the items I've shown today, including purchasing links. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing and see you in the next one.